welcome back finally. Sorry for the weird look. I have the colour correcting my face now to let it settle. If you let products sit on your face for a bit, they get sort of like thicker and like more full coverage. As you can see, I'm wearing a wig. Lockdown has finally been lifted in the UK, but I can't get a hairdresser's appointment until next Saturday. So wig it is for the time being. I got a new headband, it's very pretty. I'm painting my nails as well, 2 different colours. I don't know if you've heard of the brand Nailberry. It's nail lacquer. I got Fashionista, which is like a darkish pink, or like pinky purple, and then a very dark red colour called Le Temps de Cerise, which is French. Can't really roll my R's as well anymore. It's partly because I've got a dry mouth. So I've done everything to prep my skin, including eye primer. So it's going. Yeah, with eyes. Okay, so I got this MAC set for £50, and it came in this really stylish case, MAC, and it zips all the way around, or almost all the way around. You know, you open it, nice and red inside, and then look at this. This was £50, and it comes with a 9 eyeshadows called Amber x 9. It's a little neutral palette. It came with a MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus, which I've used before and didn't really care for. It comes with a 15ml strobe cream, which everybody loves. Ruby Woo lipstick bullet, the old tried and true Ruby Woo that everybody loves. I think everybody loves it. I think it's one of those reds that it suits all complexions, but I'm not sure, so don't quote me on that. There's a mascara in here as well. Just trying to roll it to see if it has the name of it. Well, I only kept this part of the... No wait, I've got the main packaging in the living room. If it doesn't stay on here, I'll get it. Ah, got it out. In Extreme Dimension 3D Black Lash, which I won't be using today. I'm pretty sure I've used this before. So yeah, I won't be using that. I might use the highlighter that came in here. It's a nice big boy. Double-Gleam Extra Dimension Skinfinish. I heard lots of good things about this. I don't think I've ever had that one before. I use actually MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus Matte on my face, like to prep my skin before makeup, because my skin is really oily. But it's a bit more balanced now because I've been doing the 7 Skins Korean method. And that balances your oils. You know, you use 7 layers of hydrating essence or toner. If you've been watching my videos, you'll know that I've been doing that for a long time now. Trying to get the oil levels just right in my skin. And the latest product I've been using is a Dr. Jart product, and it's been super helpful in making my skin a lot less oily. Damn. What else? So yeah, most things are new. I'll say what it is as I'm going along. Let's crack into the eyeshadow. I don't know if this has any fallout. But I do my eyes first now anyway. So if it ain't broke, why fix it? Oh, clean this brush, but there's some dark flecks in there that did not come out. Shan't be using that brush then. Right. As usual, I have no idea really what I'm doing. I'm just going to wing it. See what look I come up with. Sit close and hopefully not put the mirror in front of the camera anymore. Just try to keep this look quite neutral. I'm really bad at doing just like kind of nudes and neutral stuff because I find it kind of boring. I like bright colours, I like a lot of shimmer. Which if this isn't your first time here, you'll know. Oh yeah, I always leave this way too late, right at the end of the video say this, but you know, if you want to like and subscribe, share, all that good stuff. The downside of this palette is that it doesn't say all the shade names. You can probably find it somewhere, but you know, it's a nice neutral medium brown colour. I should have probably used a fluffier brush for this, but this has gone kind of dense since I washed it, which is weird. I didn't know washing can change the density. There we go. I'm just trying to get this even everywhere, like the MAC paint pot that I use as my primer. There's a bit of a pink tint. I'm trying to sort of neutralise that pink tint a little, which you know is not how eyeshadow works, but cover it I guess is the word I need. If my face looks a bit of a dodgy colour, obviously not the colour correction, it's because I've been using a tanning oil, just a couple of drops in my moisturiser to just look a little more tanned because I just look really pale, especially in videos. And I don't like that. I want to be a little darker, so. Let's get it. Let's use this one. Get the darker brown. Just to deepen up things, give it some more depth. The gold that's in the middle on here to brighten things up. Let's see if it just will go straight on my lid without any help, or does it need help? And by help I mean like you know, concealer to cut the crease. I'd say no. That shows up quite nicely. It's not like, you know, super overpowering or anything like that. Without filming, I've been playing with makeup a little bit. Just sat on the sofa doing it. But I find that when I sit on this chair, I think it's because of the back support or lack of back support. My obliques, so it's like the sides of my back, hurt a lot. On my sides and my back. Hop forwards a bit more. Try and like rest on the back of my chair a bit more instead of like sitting up and just holding my weight upwards. I think my back doesn't like that. I really kind of like that, but I think it's like some of the brown is coming through a bit, so I'm just gonna layer over that a little. It's made it sort of dirty gold colour a bit because then, like I said, the brown is coming through. Yeah, let's wet my brush. I used this in my last video, I think. Let's wet my brush and wipe it on the back of my hand, so I want it to be like a little wet, not soaked. I love this brush still. I think this was, yeah, I bought a load of makeup from Superdrug and including some brushes, and this was the, it was based on Disney princesses. This was, I think, yeah, Beauty and the Beast, that's it. I was thinking Belle, Sleeping Beauty, is like, that's the wrong one. Alright, let's go in with this with a wet brush. Ooh. Yes, I think that works. A wet brush works really nicely for this. Let's make it look, sorry, very foiled. Sorry, I just already forgot not to put not to block the camera with this. Once I get some more money, I think I might go for the get the zoom lens. I'm scared to buy camera equipment as well because I just think I'll buy the wrong thing and then, you know, it won't fit and then I can't return it or something. Okay, as you can see, I've done some steps off camera, I mean. I tried to blend, what's it called, the corrector on my nose, and it's just vanished instead of like blending in, which is weird. I forgot to put that back on before I came on camera. So I've done, obviously, the other eye. I've wiped under the eyes clean with some micellar water. I have put some moisturiser under my eyes because I have very dry under eyes despite oily skin. I've got mascara on, which is the Hourglass Unlocked Instant Extensions Mascara. I'm pretty chuffed with that. I think it came out well. And it's not waterproof. And I wanted to try this. It's a mascara top coat that makes it's a waterproof maker by Art Deco. It goes on clear and it just makes every mascara waterproof. Which is great. So let me come closely to see my lashes. But I think it made a good difference. They definitely look longer to me. It might be a little bit hard to see with the dark eye makeup a little. I think the eyeshadow is really patchy, but it could be the primer, so I'll retry that and see. And it's a lot lighter than I thought. Like if you look, which again could be because the primer's got a slight tint to it. So I use this middle brown there, which is much deeper than this looks like kind of like in the mirror, it's like a dark grey. Which I don't hate, but it's just kind of weird, and it is definitely patchy. It was hard to like build up on this side. It looks more intense on this side if I look in the mirror. But what can you do? I just used the very last of my Benefit Give Me Brow Plus in number 5. I think this colour seems too light, but I always think my brows look too light. I'm really fussy. I don't know what shade they should be. But I think it works with having such a light coloured wig. Even though you can see my hairline, this never, all my wigs never stay like over the hairline or on the hairline. They always scoot back a little, which is frustrating. This one doesn't have any clips on it to hold it in place either. Ooh, that was a little loud. Just put my brushes in the pot so I can take them with me to clean. Right, let's go in. Oh yeah, I've got eyeliner on. There's the KVD Beauty tattoo liner, waterproof black liner, Trooper Black. But when you got to shake it well. I think this is from actually when it was called, I think, Kat Von D Beauty, because it says Kat Von D here, and on the box though it says KVD. So I'm not sure. Right. The bit that I've been excited for, the Giorgio Armani foundation, Luminous Silk. Perfect Glow Flawless Foundation in the shade 7.5. I did a lot of research to try and get my right colour, and then I faked hand a little, so it might be too light. Really nervous. This is 30 quid. I think it was like £4 off in the sale. I get my trusty Sigma Kabuki brush, flat top, F80. I'm going to do that on half of my face, and the other half of my face I'm going to use a damp beauty blender. Obviously there's a difference between if you use a brush, makeup brush, to a sponge. A damp sponge should be lighter and make it like a slightly more sheer, like less coverage, and the brush is full coverage. But you know, I've seen a lot of people try that to squeeze them on the back of my hand. See that colour? It's like 1.5 pumps. There we go. It's quite runny, not too runny. I think that looks a little too light for my face now. But we should be able to fix that with bronzer. It would look too bad. Alright. I like to dot my foundation around my face. Not always, but most of the time. This is like a little warmer than I wanted. And I think my skin is more neutral because I look good in both, I think I look good in silver and gold. And my veins look both bluish and kind of green. I think I'm neutral but ever so slightly warm. I don't know. But this looks like really orange to me. But so did the Charlotte Tilbury one, and that ended up, I guess because it wasn't super full coverage foundation, it was able to like blend into my skin and look okay. I've got like an annoying patch here, fake tan, that somehow came out a bit darker. Hopefully this foundation can even it out a little. Try not to get foundation on my wig. So far, I think the colour is working. That corrector is rubbish. I saw as I like wiped it over the brush over my chin, I guess maybe because I swiped it instead of stippling it, it just kind of shifted away and vanished. I think it's looking really like cakey and separatey on my chin, which is not that unusual for me, but still annoying. Let's try it with the Beauty Blender. Well, Beauty Blender knockoff. I don't pay that much for a Beauty Blender. I did have a Beauty Blender, but I think I threw it out because I didn't wash it for so long, and then I couldn't get the foundation out. This is always a problem area. It's always super duper oily, and even though my skin is more balanced now, it's still clearly still playing up. It's definitely true that using this brush is fuller coverage, because this looks like it's not very full coverage. Like, it looks like on the even the sheerer side of medium. Oops. I don't know what this is supposed to be. I can't remember if it is a full coverage foundation or not. I mean, it's called Luminous Silk, so in my head I would assume it wouldn't be, but let's see. Let's have a quick look. That doesn't really tell me anything, but I'm going to assume that it's not full coverage then. Because I guess if it was full coverage it wouldn't be buildable, right? Let's put some stripes on this bitch. Of my skin. I'm using a new retinol product. It's technically retinol, so it goes retinol, retinaldehyde, I think. I can't remember where retinoic acid comes in. It might not be retinaldehyde, it might be retinoic acid, and that's how it gets absorbed into your skin. So retinol is very strong. It's like 11 times stronger than retinol. But I got this encapsulated version, so it should be less irritating. I think it made my skin like have a mini freak out, like it just made it look really bumpy and more textured. Oh. Maybe I shouldn't have used the matte setting spray. It's really hard to have oily skin not to, you know, reach for mattifying products. Maybe I should have kept my skin a bit more on the hydrated side. I gotta say, so far I'm disappointed in this foundation. And I'll try it with a more hydrating base. It's like really clinging to the dry patches that I have from previous acne, even though I've been hydrating the F out of my skin lately, you know, doing the 7 layers of hydrating toner. My skin is very hydrated, that's why it's not producing as much oil. It might look better like when my oils come through. It's on my skin, is on my chin is just terrible. What's it called? And I don't know what that's about. It shouldn't be happening because my skin prep is really good, but I don't know, it just separates. Foundation just separates on my chin. Let's close that up. Wipe the spout. Don't want it to get in the lid. Right. It's like a gorgeous bottle though, isn't it? And it's like high end, so you kind of hope, you have high hopes for it too. And I'm sure everybody, I've seen loads and loads of good reviews about this. Obviously there are some bad. Nothing has like totally good reviews, but I am shocked at how bad this looks. I'm sitting here reevaluating my life choices. Let me use a hydrating setting spray, see if that helps at all. Right. Before I do that, let me get my fan ready so I can get this other, so that I can fan any droplets away. Have a look. I don't think that's made much difference, if any. I can't say I'm surprised. But like, it's around my mouth is just like, there's not a lot of it. I don't know if you can see. But like, look at my chin. It's separated a lot there. This bugger is just dry and I'm not even going to talk about it. No foundation really on my nose around here. I can see like lines where I try to like press this into my skin a bit, the foundation. I made sure this sponge was damp as well. That's how you're supposed to use makeup sponges. I know the Real Techniques ones, you can use them dry, that's supposed to give you fuller coverage. Wow, I am really upset with that. not sure when it stopped recording, so if I already said this then I'll cut it out in post, but got these mini Ofra lipsticks. That was very much a brown colour. They're like nudes. This one's called Verona. It's a nice colour, but I'm not sure I want that to go with this look. This one's called Sunnybell. Sunnybell. Weird name. I think these are places, but I'm not sure. That's a kind of a dark pink. Yeah, did focus. This one's called Bel Air. I'm just putting a bit on my finger, then swipe a little. Put very little of this one on compared to the others. Not fair. There you go. That's more of a mid-range pinky brown colour. And this one's more of a kind of a dark pink, called Unzipped, which is not a place name, which is makes me think that maybe this isn't, like, this collection isn't supposed to be named after like places and that. This one is a very purple. It's actually darker pink than I thought. More purpley, mauve colour. I think you get a good idea of that one. I put very little on the back of my hand for some reason. Come on. There you go. I think, I don't know, I'm torn between Bel Air and Sunnybell. Sunnybell. Let's go with Bel Air, which is kind of the darker of the two. I think that that's not a good shade for me, I'm not sure. That's a bit crazy because you can see the pink hairline. I think that's too light for me. Okay, so I give up with this makeup. I just put on one of my favourite coloured glosses. The brown sugar one from I want to say Too Faced, but I'm not sure. Too Faced or Colourpop, one of those two. From a distance I think this doesn't look too bad, but from close up, as I said, the foundation is really upsetting. Like, if your complexion doesn't look good, the rest doesn't. So maybe I'll try again tomorrow and let you know how it goes in the comment section below. I'm gonna go have a glass of wine, maybe some chocolate. Bye for now.